Hello everyone and welcome back to the Belgian Beer Brothers channel. Cedric here with another brew review, and today sure is something rather special because we're having a limited edition collaboration brew by two breweries and I'm actually stuck in the middle. I am talking about the Drizzle New England IPA by Poppels Bryggeri in Sweden on one side, in Jonsered, and the Spanish Little Rain Brewery on the other side in Barcelona. I haven't done a brewery breakdown on Little Rain yet, but I will when I get a beer that's solely theirs. And when going over their portfolio, I'm quite sure I will, preferably at their place in Barcelona. I absolutely love Barcelona. Now, for info on Poppels Bryggeri, I kindly refer you to my other video about them, coincidentally also on the New England IPA. Now, I'm sure you all figured out where the name came from on your own, but just to make sure, Drizzle, Little Rain, yeah, okay, glad we're all on the same page here. Now, of course, the fact that Jonsered is one of the rainiest cities in Sweden helped out as well. And as a Belgian, I know a thing or two about rain. Now, on to the beer itself. I actually can't tell you a whole lot about this beer, except that it's a 6% ABV NEIPA, so probably a rather tropical, slightly sweet IPA. And brewmaster Daniel says we use types of hop that have a bit vinous character to give notes of grape juice, citrus and tropical fruit. So who knows, maybe again the Nelson Sauvin that we tasted last week. But hey, let's have a taste and find out for ourselves. Now, oftentimes I'm not the biggest fan of the Poppels Bryggeri labels, but this I actually kind of like. I feel that it's a bit less busy than their other labels, probably because of the color choice here. They did use this sticker here, which says limited edition Little Rain collab with the 3 drops, which are the Little Rain logo. But for the rest, this is actually sort of kind of the Poppels Bryggeri standard logo. What else does this can tell us? Drizzle New England IPA is an extremely hoppy beer, but with slightly lower ABV than what is common for the style. Now, I must say that 6% is not that uncommon, at least the IPAs that I know of. Coming from one of the rainiest cities in Sweden, a collab with Little Rain was naturally named Drizzle. And apparently it goes well with chicken, kimchi and beetroot. Well, yeah, thanks for that tip. Let's have a taste. Now, it does score quite high, so I'm very, very curious. Already very active. Ooh, I don't think that this is the Nelson Sauvin. It's very, very tropical, very fruity, and quite sweet. So this reminds me more of the Brussels Beer Project IPAs. Now, I do think that we can call this hazy. You can't even see through it. Very, very, again, tropical. It's like yellow, orangey even, ochre. Quite white foam. Nice smell. A bit of bubbling going on, but it's actually so dense or so hazy that you can't see much in there. Now that the smell opens up, it's really more bitter, more hoppy than it was before. And I do think that the focus will be on the grape juice here and not the vinous component, or at least in the fragrance. It smells quite nice actually. There we go. All right, let's have a sip. Cheers. Okay. Now, even though the can here says bitterness very low, fullness medium, hops almost maximum, and color very low. Well, about the color, it is hazy, but it is quite pale. But for me, the bitterness is at least medium. It's actually quite bitter. Now, I did buy it in Belgium and it came from Sweden, so it might not be as fresh as I want it to be. But it is a very full beer. It is quite bitter, slightly dry. And yeah, hops all the way. So let's have another sip. Yeah, this is actually very lovely. It's not sweet at all. It smelled a bit sweet, but it's not sweet at all. And honestly, it is like a bitter fruit punch. So I'd say a tropical cocktail with a bit of stone fruit in there, some peach maybe, a bit of mango, or star fruit even, but with a lot of yellow grapefruit. And I actually kind of like this. And I think I would actually use this in a beer cocktail, maybe with some tonic, or with maybe even with a strong blonde, another bitter beer. Yeah. Yeah, and even though the density isn't that high, it's still got that very full mouthfeel because of the bitterness, because of the dryness. It is very thirst quenching. And it also has a very long-lasting aftertaste, very aggressive. This again, yellow grapefruit all around. So if you're into refreshing things and you like a tonic and grapefruit, or a pomton as we say, pamplemousse tonic, yeah, pair this with a nice, maybe even a slightly salty tonic, like a Mediterranean, and I think you'll have a very lovely cocktail. I would also drink this like on a barbecue with salty and marinated meats, with herbal marinades like rosemary, thyme. Yeah, actually I'm having a barbecue in a few weeks, and I'm thinking about picking some of these up. Because that tropical fruit and that bitter component actually really go hand in hand. So okay, so this will be a short video because I'm already at the verdict part. How should I score this? Well, honestly, it is quite a lot bitterer than the can promises, but I happen to love that. And I seem to be in luck because the past few weeks I've been handing out a lot of 3.5 and 3.75, and I think this is in that range again. So yeah, absolutely lovely. I know I said last time that I want to explore Poppels Bryggeri a bit more, but after drinking this, yeah, even more. And if I happen to be in Barcelona, and I hope I will be in the next few months, I'll make sure to pass by Little Rain. Anywho, as usual, if you guys have any questions, remarks, anything you want to say or ask, leave it down in the comments. If you like this video, let me know, hit the thumbs up, that actually helps a great deal. As usual, thanks again for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys. Keep coming back. And if you want to see more, well, subscribe and hit the bell icon and you'll be the first to know whenever I upload something, which should be Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 6 p.m. And I think this week I'll have 1 or 2 in-betweens on Tuesday and Thursday as well, never in the weekends. So, cheers you guys, and I'll see you probably tomorrow or the day after with another brew review, or probably even a brewery breakdown. Cheers y'all.